and welcome to the Chrissy B Show. Well, tonight on the show, our topic is de-stress yourself. Simply put, do you need to relax more? Do you have a highly stressful work or personal lifestyle? Are there any current issues that are causing an increase to your stress levels? Well, tonight, we will endeavour to help you deal with this. Stress is the feeling of being under too much mental or emotional pressure. Everyone responds individually to stress, as what may be an issue to one person may not be to another. And actually, stress in some cases can be positive or pleasant even, and is so defined as something called eustress, whilst the negative end of the spectrum is defined as distress. Distress itself is not an illness, but can lead to serious illnesses such as high blood pressure, ulcers, anxiety, and depression if not managed. And managing it can be done by relaxing more often, taking part in regular exercise, and possibly also by developing good time management skills. But we'll be looking into that into more detail later. Well, to teach us how to relax and possibly also sample their skills, we have two massage therapists with us tonight, as well as two stressed out guests. Now, our brave guests are Kieran Kaur and Moti Bernardino. Welcome to the show, ladies.
Thank you.
So you have, I think both of you do have quite a stressful lifestyle, don't you?
Yeah, we do.
So you're going to be telling us more about that. But first, briefly, Moti, can you tell us a bit about what you do?
Well, Chris.
What caused you to be so stressed?
Wow. I mean, you know, the stresses of the modern woman, we have so much on our plate nowadays.
Yeah.
There's work, and I'm a wife, and I'm a friend. And I also happen to be a mentor. I sort of work with a community-based group where we mentor young women. So
is that in your spare time?
Yeah,
that you do that?
That's when I have free time as well. So I have to think about mentoring young girls as well. There's a lot. There's quite a lot. My work is stressful because I'm in a managerial position. So, you know, there's so many issues that come to me and I have to sort them out. I can't go to anyone else. Is everyone coming to me for answers? So I have to have answers for everyone.
It's all on your head, basically.
It is.
So that's a stress in itself, isn't it?
Yeah, it is quite stressful.
And what about you, Kieran? What do you do and what's your lifestyle like?
Well, I'm a young carer and I take care of my mum who has a disability, so I take care of main things at home.
Okay.
And I also work in a busy web department where as I'm a web designer, and it's very stressful.
Do you actually, either of you, take time to relax?
Time to relax.
Do you make it a point, like, of say, like, okay, I'm going to take this time now just to take it easy a bit, and or is it like just when you get the chance?
Well, with me, I do have to make time to spend with my family. That's what relaxes me, when I spend time with my family, and I guess it's, you know, towards investing in my relationship with my husband. So yeah, I do plan some time where I dedicate some time to him, but
not enough.
It's not enough. I was about to say, I'm sure he's sitting at home thinking, not enough. You should spend more time with me. Yeah, definitely. Time to relax feels like guilty. Like I feel guilty when I take time for myself, because there's always something that I'm not doing when I do take time for myself.
Actually, that reminds me, because let me try and bring it up. I did get a comment on Twitter that I actually found quite interesting, and I don't know if you maybe agree with this. Let me find it. Hang on a minute. Carry on talking, what, until I find it?
Yeah. So I was saying, I feel quite guilty, because for me to have time to myself, or time to just de-stress, means that I am not doing something that I should be doing. I'm having someone feeling like, oh, you know, you're not paying me attention, or there's a deadline that I'm running late for. So that's quite stressful.
Ellie might agree with you then, because she posted this. When your mind is occupied with so many things, sometimes it can be problems, but it can also be your to-do list.
Right.
And relaxing seems like you're wasting your time. You'd rather not waste time on relaxing, but rather work and get things done.
Yeah.
So that's quite a big problem though, isn't it? Because how would you ever relax then?
I wouldn't say that I feel like I'm wasting my time. I do want to have time. It's just that when you're sitting there and maybe taking time to watch a TV program, you have things that come to mind that are still undone. So you can't quite enjoy that time. I can't quite enjoy that time, because as I'm sitting watching that program, in my mind I'm thinking, okay, I need to finish that report. Okay, I need to answer that email that young lady sent me.
Now, do you take work home with you?
Yeah, sometimes I do. Most times I do, actually, yeah. Okay. I do take work home, which I'm advised is not a good idea, but sometimes I feel like I have to.
And what about Kieran? What do you do to relax? in this rare time that you do actually?
Yeah, like I said, I agree with Motti. It's really hard, and you do feel guilty when you do try and spend some time to relax. As to be honest, like having a full-time job and being a carer, it takes so much of your time as it is. And when
do you ever unwind then? There must have been some point that you unwind and do something you enjoy.
Not all the time. Like I said, it's hard to grab that chance, and when I do, it's like the guilt comes upon you, and you're like, oh gosh, let's just do something else. And yeah, I don't know. I try and like hang out with friends and go out, you know, with my family, but then it's a rare occasion. Honestly.
Okay. Well, hopefully tonight you are going to get some really nice, you are going to get a nice massage, because we have our massage therapists coming. They're also going to be giving like some tips on, you know, what you can even do at home. Obviously, it's great to go for a massage. You know, I've been on a couple myself, and it's really enjoyable, and you don't feel like doing anything afterwards. That's the only thing. But, you know, there are some things that you can also do at home as well. But maybe you guys at home, you can identify with Kieran and Motti. You know, you're very stressed. Men get stressed as well. I know they have busy lives as well. Although I think women maybe get a bit more stress and maybe demand more of themselves. What do you think?
I do think men handle it a bit better than we do. I do think they get stressed, but they seem to have a calm. Well, at least I'm going by the men in my life, mainly my husband. He seems to have a calm when he's stressed that I don't have, because I get so emotional. I get all that, oh my God, I need to do this. And he'll be like so calm and handling it. It's like, yeah, this is my daily bread. I live with stress. So I wish I could handle it the way he does.
What about you? Do you have men working in your office, Kieran?
Yeah, I don't get to see them getting stressed.
Do the girls get stressed?
Yeah, all of us get all the girls.
What is it about men? Why don't they get stressed? Maybe we are going to have someone on later on, a man that's coming on, Chris Brown. You saw him last week as well. And he's going to be telling us a bit more about that, because I'd be interested to find out how come men can handle it so much better than us women. So you can stay tuned in for that. Now, if you want to get in touch with this programme, if you want to email us at any point, you can email on chris@chrissybshow.tv, and you can also send a comment on Facebook at The Chrissy B Show. And don't forget, you can also tweet us at Chrissy B Show. Well, as you know, every week we have a charity feature, and tonight's charity feature is the Cats Protection Adoption Centre. Now, I visited their centre in Archway and really enjoyed myself. It was actually founded in 1927. There's over 250 volunteer-run branches nationwide. And while I was there filming, we also bumped into a couple of celebrities. So let's find out more. So today I've come down to the Cats Protection Adoption Centre, and I'm here with Guy Chadwick, who's the Development Manager for South East England. And Guy, thanks for inviting us here today. So it's actually volunteer day today, isn't it here? Can you tell us a bit about that?
Yeah. Well, this is our adoption centre in North London. We home cats from here. We've been here since it's been in the 1970s. This site is reliant on a whole group of volunteers who foster our cats. Now, these guys, they will look after the cats when they come in. They socialise them, they look after them. When the cats are ready for homing, then they come here and the public get to see them all. But without the volunteers here, we can operate.
Bam Bam's a tabby and white one, and Pebbles is generally in his little cardboard box at the back. So he's a bit more shy than Bam Bam, but they're both really affectionate.
I'm here with model Lucy Pinder and also actress Carly Stenson, and I just wanted to ask them why they've actually come here today, why it's so important for them. So ladies, you've come here, you've got a busy schedule, both of you, I know that. So what's made you come down here today and volunteer?
I just think it's a wonderful experience. I've always had animals in my life and I absolutely adore them, so any chance to help out and cuddle them.
Do you have cats yourself?
I don't. I'm thinking of taking one, especially that one behind me.
It's really tempting, isn't it?
It's so tempting.
And Lucy, I understand that you've got 4 cats.
I have. I'm obsessed with cats. I do love cats. Like, biggest love of my life is cats. But yeah, so I've been wanting to come and kind of help out for a while. So yeah, no, it's been lovely today, and it's really difficult to not go home with another one. But yeah, it's just, I think it's something that anyone can kind of help out. It's such a good cause, and the cats are all just lovely.
You encourage people then to come and volunteer?
Definitely. So I think you know, obviously if you're a cat lover, you kind of get as much out of it as helping out the cat.
So guys, if someone wants to volunteer or actually foster a cat, what should they do?
Well, they should certainly go through our website at cats.org.uk, or Twitter at Cats Protection, or phone us on 03000 12 12 12.
That's lovely. Thank you so much. So if you do want to help out, even if you just want to come down and cuddle a cat for an hour, I mean, what could be more perfect than that for the cat lovers? So please, please, please do get in touch, because this great charity really needs your help. Okay, so details on how to get in touch and help out this charity can be found on our website, chrissybshow.tv. And actually, I think having a pet does de-stress you.
I think so too. I don't have one. I don't have one because I keep thinking that's another thing on my plate, having to worry about taking care of, you know, a pet. But yeah, I think, I mean, that sort of cuddles that you get out of it.
My cat's lovely. She just makes me laugh because I'm always busy with things. So she just, when I just cuddle her, she makes me laugh, play around with her as well.
Your cat happens to be comfort.
Yeah,
it's a cute one.
What about you? Did you have pets, Kieran?
I used to, not anymore. As I started working, I had to give my pet away. But I used to have a cat and a dog.
And you should get a cat.
I think, or maybe I'll
get
a cat.
from the cat's adoption place.
I think I'll go there.
It's true, they're really good. Okay, I was just looking at some things here this is the NHS website, and talking about stress. And they're saying, like, about breathing, the way you breathe, that can really relax you. So they're saying practice deep breathing at a regular time and in a quiet place where you won't be disturbed. Loosen or remove any tight clothes such as shoes or jackets. Be completely comfortable. I'm not telling you to do that now, but this is something that you can do. And so they're suggesting that you sit in a comfy chair which supports your head, or lie on the floor or bed. Place your arms on the chair arms or flat on the floor or bed, a little bit away from the side of your body with the palms up. And then they're explaining how you can breathe, like you fill up your lungs. They're telling you to breathe in slowly and regularly, counting from 1 to 5. I have tried kind of doing things like that, but I just still start thinking about work. And actually, that's when the best ideas and things come to me when I'm trying to sleep. Yeah. I don't know if that happens to you guys.
Well, no, not actually. For me, when I go to sleep, my mind starts working. It's disturbing me, so I can't say that it's that's the time for me to think, because I'm busy not wanting to think, so I'm busy shutting down all the ideas.
Well, you're going to shut down in just a moment, because after our break, our 2 massage therapists are coming on to show us a few tips. So good. Join us after this break. Welcome back to the Chrissy B Show, and if you're just joining us, today's topic is de-stress yourself. Now we're joined by 2 massage therapists from Therapeutic Massage in London. We've got Katrina here and also Rebecca to give us some tips on how to relax and also demonstrate some simple massage techniques, and some that you can even do at home. So if you would like to get in touch with us at any point, you can email me on chris@chrissybshow.tv, or you can Facebook the Chrissy B Show. So welcome to the show, ladies. Thank you. So surprisingly, I just found out these 2 have never actually had a professional massage room. How come?
I didn't know.
No time.
Never in your whole life.
Never thought about it.
Oh, so you get free ones from friends, though, don't you? Sometimes.
Yeah, I do. I love the ones my husband gives.
So I bet you're looking forward to this one.
Sure.
Yeah. So ladies, why is it so important to relax then? Start with you, Katrina.
Well, we all go through the day-to-day stresses of life, and we need to relax, because otherwise we'll just go mad. Mm-hmm. basically, we recommend to do things, it's really important to get some time alone every day. If you can find 10-15 minutes throughout the day where you can just be alone, sit somewhere with no distractions, nothing in front of you, even if you're at work, find a chair in a room, hands in your lap. I personally have an iPod with relaxing music and just chill for 10-15 minutes.
Turn the phone off, right?
Oh, absolutely, no phones, no computer, nothing.
Mm-hmm. And what kind of people normally come to you? Are they like busy sort of working
we have all
people?
Sorts.
Like...
Yeah, corporate. We have a couple of sports people. Anyone from all walks of life, really.
Okay.
Yeah.
Rebecca, what do you actually specialise in with the massage?
Well, I do shiatsu, reflexology, Swedish deep tissue.
Can you tell us a bit about one of them, like to give us a bit more detail?
Yeah, the one that mostly people ask for is deep tissue. Deep tissue and Swedish massage. Swedish is very light, very soft and relaxing, and deep tissue
Deep tissue sounds painful. Is that the painful one?
Yeah, it's a painful.
She's getting worried.
But it's very good for your muscles.
Okay.
You really need it if you are very stressed.
Mainly for sports people, the deep tissue.
Yeah. Okay. What do you specialize? Is there anything particular that you both specialise in?
Well, Swedish and sports is my specialty.
And what about you?
Well, I do that mix of everything.
Mix of everything. Okay. So what will you be? You're going to be doing a bit of a demo tonight.
Yeah.
What do you think?
Sort of a bit more
doing?
Swedish. We're doing relaxing, a few strokes, show a few strokes.
Please don't fall asleep, because I need you awake for the show. This is a live show.
Try not to.
All right. So let's take it away. Then let's have a look what you're going to do. Okay.
We just get you ladies to lean back a little bit. So we'll start with the face. If you just massage the face nicely with your thumbs, go to the temples. You're falling asleep already.
Feels really good. Lovely.
Don't need to be an expert to do this.
This feels good.
Down the cheeks, underneath the cheekbones. Face massage, we often finish the massage with face massage. It can be really relaxing. Anything around the mouth, around the chin. And then you can go into the hair. Scalp massage is very relaxing. If you just sort of go, position your hands still and
Can this kind of massage maybe get rid of a headache, say, or migraines or anything like that?
Yes, definitely. People do often ask to finish with the scalp massage, people with migraines, and it tends to help.
Okay. How's that feel, girls? So Kieran's asleep, I think.
Falling
She's
asleep,
just gone silent.
It feels wonderful. I'm actually wondering if there's a way that I could actually learn to do this on myself, because this is so good.
Is it the same thing though? Because it
doesn't feel as good if you do it to yourself.
No.
Very gentle. If you very gently pull the hair, that's quite relaxing too. Is it nice?
What does that do when you pull the hair?
Oh, it just feels nice, I think. It just ends the massage nicely.
Wow, that feels good, really.
Did either of you have a headache before you came in?
I did, actually.
How is it now?
I mean, it's relaxed a little bit as we started talking, but I did in the beginning. And this is really feeling good. I don't want to stop. I want to go on. It's really good.
Yeah.
So what actually makes massage so effective then?
Oh, well.
She's so into it, she doesn't want to answer. Rebecca. She's concentrating. Can you do two things at once? Because I can't sometimes. I can't listen to music and work.
Yeah, exactly. Me too.
No, you can stop for a second.
Well, massage is very important for everybody. If you feel relaxed, if you feel relaxed, then you're gonna feel good. Everything comes from the inside.
Yeah.
So if on the inside you feel good with massage,
yeah, it's going to come out as well. Okay.
Exactly.
God, what is sorry, I've disturbed your massage.
Lean you girls forward now.
Don't worry about it.
We'll just do some simple massage down the back. You just put your thumbs either side of the spine and go down. Is that nice?
She's very tense. Am I tense? Yeah. I think I am. I would believe you saying I'm tense.
Yeah, you're very, very
She needs
tense.
a deep tissue.
Really?
Yeah.
Is that the one that hurts a bit? You're not good with pain, are you?
Yeah, you can use a few elbows in the deep tissue. That's when that side of it comes in, rather than just the.
So where's it you can feel that she's
in this area.
Okay.
Yeah.
And what
It's quite hard then.
Just in the shoulders here, and this is completely normal. I think everyone who works an office job.
Well, you're both in front of a computer, aren't you? Yeah.
There is actually a way that you can massage yourself at home. People who work on sitting in front of keyboards typing.
Yeah, what can you show us that?
If you turn your arm over like this, just at your desk, if you do this, up and down your arms, that tends to untense everything. Do that a few times.
Press it down really hard.
Yeah, just press it down, get your elbow. And then, obviously, if you stretch as well after you do that, that helps a lot.
What about for like the back? Because sometimes I know that if I'm using a computer for a long period of time, it's like I'm like this, and I don't even realise after a while. But then what can you do for yourself in that respect?
You can massage yourself. It does work. It just doesn't feel as good. I do. I massage myself. You just push the elbow behind and like this sort of thing.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay.
Just up the shoulder blade.
Are there any like things that you use during your massage that's really good as well, like oils and things like that?
We do
What's
use
really
oils.
good?
We use grapeseed oil. It's non-scented. No nuts or anything in it. No one's going to have any allergies, and that's just. It's great.
Okay then.
It's really nice.
Is that the best thing to use?
Yeah, definitely.
You're so
Grapeseed
quiet. Are you shy? A little bit. Okay.
Oh yeah, and they can do some stretchings for the back.
Oh, okay. Can you show us those?
Yeah, of course.
What's the best way for the camera? Do you want to come stand here in front?
Yeah. Position. That way.
Okay.
That way.
All right.
You have to count, let's say, 20 to 30. 30 seconds.
Yeah.
That's going to help the position of your back.
All right.
And it's going to help with the pain as well if you have pain.
Do you have any other exercises to show us apart from that one?
Well, normally what I do is, this is not an exercise, but it's a little bit of shiatsu.
Okay.
Every time I have pain, any area, you press that area that you have the pain.
Yeah.
Wait like for 1 minute or so, then slowly leave it, and then the pain is gone.
Okay, I haven't tried that. You want to try that, ladies? Any pains anywhere?
No.
This is the time that you want to have a pain just to try it out, don't you?
Yeah,
so you just literally just press.
Yes,
just press.
Press for a minute, and then leave it. The pain is gone.
Oh wow. Okay. Yeah, because I was talking to my mum on the phone last night, and she slept funny. I think she had the fan on or something, and she said she couldn't move her back. Or anything, so she was just like stuck, and I said, "No, get up, bend down, try a few things." It felt better, but it was still really stiff. But I'll give her that tip next time.
Definitely, yeah. When you have pain in the back, the best is to press.
Yeah,
always.
Okay.
And always, of course, get a massage.
Get a massage
once per week or once every 15 days.
Yeah. Okay. Do you have massages done on you?
Yeah, of course.
But you're always massaging each other, right?
Yes, no, we do massages. Massage therapists need to get massages. Definitely.
Yeah. Because this one must be quite painful, pressing stuff.
Yes, well, yeah, you do get sore hands and arms and everything. It can be get sore back. So it's like once a week we do a massage swap.
Yeah. Okay. So how did that feel, ladies?
It felt really good.
You can take a sit over there, Rebecca and Katrina.
I loved it. I really did enjoy it.
Now, do you think that's something that you would maybe do more often?
Yeah, I actually wanted to find out with them. So how often would you recommend a person to like get the massage? Because if you're saying I'm tense and I want to get myself untense, not tense anymore, how often should I go in for a massage?
Most of our clients are once a week or once a fortnight.
So that would take care of it?
Yeah, once a week ideal, but if you don't have time, once a fortnight.
And how long a session?
Well, we do 1.5 hour sessions, or
1 hour,
you can have longer if you
2
like.
hours.
Yeah, 1.5 hours is the general time where you can do a decent full body massage.
Okay. Do you have any other questions for them, Kieran?
No, I was going to ask her how often should we do it, but then answered it.
So can you tell us a bit about the sports injury one as well?
Yeah, well, sports massage is basically a little bit more technical. Like you
don't have to wait till you have an injury, though, do you?
No, and you don't have to be a professional athlete to have a sports massage either. Just people who are runners and cyclists, anything where you can get strain on any one particular part of your body. It's a deep tissue massage, but you use more of the elbows and you stretch the muscles out, and you normally you maybe wouldn't do an hour and a half. It might be a bit much, an hour maybe on a sports massage.
Okay then, so if you guys at home ever fancy a really nice massage, you can get in touch with our two ladies here, and their details will be up on our website. So thanks very much, ladies, for the massage techniques.
Thank you.
So let's just go back to like the NHS now, talking about stress now, because people get stressed for a number of reasons, and they're also saying that some other like tips for you to de-stress or not to get so stressed in the first place. So they're saying that you should be active and like you should do exercise, and I know that does relieve. Do you get to do any exercise? Probably can't fit it in, can you?
I exercise.
What do you do, Kieran? Good girl. What do you do?
Zumba.
You do Zumba? How often?
Twice a week, and I also go swimming. So.
Oh, so you do something then? It's good.
Yeah.
It's good.
Well, yeah, that I have to do.
Yeah.
Just to keep myself active.
And Moti, what's your excuse?
Well, I don't have one, as you keep telling me. I don't have one, but I do get some exercise in. Once in a while, I go on my treadmill. Once in a while, I go on a treadmill.
So you have, where's the treadmill?
I'm not saying.
Is it in your house?
Yeah, somewhere.
Okay.
Somewhere like within walking distance. But honestly, sometimes I do, and when I do is at awkward times. Honestly, it's like 1 a.m. sometimes.
Really? Oh my gosh.
That's the time that I find to stop and do it. But I do believe it's an excuse rather than a
well,
reason.
it's saying here that the exercise won't actually make the stress disappear, but it will reduce some of the emotional intensity that you're feeling, clearing your thoughts and enabling you to deal with your problems more calmly. And it also says that you should connect with people. If you are a stressed person, obviously a problem shared is a problem halved, but also just to talk about being stressed with someone.
Yeah.
Now, I try not to do that with my husband because I don't want to bother him. So if you have a good friend that you can talk to about, the stress that you're feeling and you want to get it off your chest, it is really good to talk about it, because sometimes it feels a lot worse when you internalize it, doesn't it?
Yeah.
I don't know how you feel when you've had a bad day at work.
I do find that for me, that has been the best way to get rid of stress, actually, is just to sit with my friends and really get it out. I've tried it with my husband. It doesn't work because he sort of quickly looks for solutions, and he's like, okay, well, why don't you try this? And I'm thinking, no, I don't want you to tell me what to do. I just want you to sit there and let me talk. Let me take it out. So I never tried it with him again because it didn't work. But with friends, they'll just sit there and you just go on about how you're stressed and, I have so much on my plate, and they're so understanding.
I feel good after a good one, don't you?
I do as well.
Do you feel good after a good one?
We need to vent.
Yeah.
Okay. And it also says here, have some me time. So that means going to get a massage.
Yeah.
Right?
Definitely.
I can see myself working towards that. Definitely after today's experience, it's something I'll try.
And the one interesting thing here is saying, because I know you do volunteer work, Moti, it actually says that evidence shows that people who help others through activities such as volunteering or community work become more resilient. Helping people who are often in situations worse than yours will help you put your problems into perspective, and the more you give, the more resilient and happy you feel. So maybe you think, I don't have the time, I don't even have the time to sort my life out, never mind helping other people. But evidence is actually showing that when you do help other people, when you do some kind of voluntary work or volunteer work, anything like that, it does actually make you de-stress, because then you see that, well, actually my life isn't that bad, these people are really in a bad state, and maybe I should appreciate more what I have. But also when you give, you have that kind of that self-satisfaction, don't you?
With me, actually, something that really helps me with volunteering and being a mentor is you have to practice what you preach. So it sort of makes you a better person, because when people come to talk to you, and like you said, sometimes people just want to just relax and take out their problems, and they talk to you and you talk through their problems with them. It actually gives you an idea what to do yourself, because I feel really awkward giving someone good ideas and a good idea, good advice, and not taking it in. Okay. So that has helped me put my life in perspective as well.
Right, so will you both be taking some more time to relax now?
Yes, I'll definitely be doing that. Yeah.
All right then. So thank you again, ladies, for joining us for the massage. I might get one after the show, since I'm the only one that didn't get a massage. But we're going to go to a quick break, and after that, joining us will be Chris Brown, who's going to be sharing some words of wisdom with us as well on how to de-stress. So join us after this break. Welcome back to the Chrissy B Show, and our last segment tonight will feature our resident lifestyle development trainer, Chris Brown, giving us some pointers on how de-stressing can affect our working life. So welcome to the show, Chris.
Thank you very much.
So it's so good to see you back, because I know you always give us lots of words of wisdom.
Oh.
So I know you were there witnessing everything.
I saw everything and I thought, why am I over there while they're getting massaged over there? Huh?
Well, actually, our 2 massage therapists, they actually travel around giving massages, so if you want one, you can get in touch with them, because they're actually mobile, so.
But saying that, I mean, massaging is a great stress reliever, definitely a great stress reliever, getting rid of all the stresses of the day, getting out of your body. You know what's really interesting about it is when we get stressed, there are 2 chemicals that gets released into our bodies. And one of them is noradrenaline and the other one is serotonin. And what they do is they go through the body, rush to the heart and starts beating fast, and the blood starts pumping around fast. We get nervous, we use up a lot of energy, we get stressed, and we don't know what to do with it and where to go. So different people use different ways of stress relief. Me personally, this is a bit crazy, but mine personally is, I used to do a lot of training before, but what I've done is one day I gave you a little tip on this actually. I was walking past this aquatic centre and I got this tank with these beautiful tropical fish, and when I finish my work day and I get home, I actually sit there and look at these tropical fish moving so slow.
I find that calming as well, actually.
It's amazing. Yeah, I saw you show cats earlier on. I mean, great for cat lovers, but animals do work. I just watching a fish go by really slow.
True.
It slows your brain down. You start slowing and relaxing, and then you're ready for another part of the day.
So if you're stressed, stare at a fish.
Stare at a fish.
Fine, but a live one, not your fish and chips. Right?
But the other ones are, on another level, is exercise. Exercise is brilliant. Exercise helps you release the stress, get rid of it. But another thing, we could exercise as much as we like, but another area is what we eat, how we survive. And there are major stresses which people actually run to automatically when they get stressed. One of them, coffee. Tea.
Chocolate.
Alcohol. Alcohol. Nicotine. All these things they say, oh, I'm taking this to relax you, but it's actually doing wrong to you. It's actually sending out more, getting you more stressed. Last thing to do at the end of the night is have a cup of coffee. Do not do it. You know, you'll be stressed right through. You'll stay awake at night. Next day, you're no good for anybody at the end of the day. These little things that we overlook. It's a combination. Exercise, light relief, like I said, just watching, reading, relaxing, and also being careful of what you actually, the intake you put in your body. Yeah.
It says here as well, Chris, on the back to the NHS website, it says work smarter, not harder. Now, good time management means quality work rather than quantity. Our long hours culture is a well-known cause of workplace illness. You have to get a work-life balance that suits you, and this is some Professor Cooper that says that. Working smarter means prioritizing your work, concentrating on the tasks that will make a real difference to your work. And he says, leave the least important tasks to last. Accept that your in tray will always be full, don't we know that? And don't expect it to be empty at the end of the day. So any tips on that, Chris?
Well, it's an actual fact that it's 13 million days are lost each year through stress of work, people taking time off.
You were saying something about that, Kim. Did you say you ended up in hospital? You're telling us during the break.
Yeah, I was working on a big, massive project and I didn't realise I was really, really stressed out, but it got so bad and I didn't notice I started to get I started to get tense around my chest area, and I thought it was something to do with my heart, so I quickly rushed to A&E and they checked me out and they just said, you're stressed, you need to, you know, calm down, exercise, eat right. And I didn't realise until I got to the hospital and they said that, because they sent me home with nothing. It was just that to just stop being stressed.
Yeah, that's a prime example of exactly what you're saying. It goes to the heart, starts pumping, feels like a heart attack or something.
Yeah, I thought I was having bad heart problems, but no.
And that stressed you out even more.
Yeah, I did get stressed. I was really worried. But then, you know, they told me just to relax, chillax, and then when I started doing that for that week, and then the pain started to ease off. That's why I started to exercise more and more. Right.
And saying that also is just, you mentioned time management, being able to manage yourself in a better way. We've got, like you said, the in tray, but like I mentioned before, you've got that quadrant where you've got the things that are very urgent, not so urgent, need to be done today, could be done next week. If you start managing yourself better, instead of saying, well, time management, managing you, you should be less stressed because you'll be on top of things.
But how do you do that, Chrissy?
How do you do that? Well, already I've worked out, before I even left today, what I've got to do tomorrow. It doesn't stick to it totally, but it puts you in control of what's going on instead of having things left over. Oh, I was meant to do this. Oh, I was meant to do that. I haven't done this. And just like a computer, there comes a point where it's got to download and wipe some things off. It's going to be too full. Your brain gets too full. How many things could you think of and remember all the time? If you haven't had somebody to talk to, let it out, delete some things, put them down on paper. That makes a difference as well. So if I'm thinking, well, I've got to do A, B, C, D, E, F, and G, right? Okay, that's good on the day. I haven't done all of them. But then tomorrow, I've got A, B, C, D, E, F, G, another lot to do, but I haven't done the first lot. So what do? I put it down on paper. What I've got to do, prioritising is the main thing.
Yeah. And I think as well, it's good to get the worst thing out the way first, right? The thing that you're dreading the most.
Oh, yes.
Because I feel like I used to always do like the easy stuff first, but when it was that, to make that difficult phone call, and I would always put it off, but then it was always on my mind, so I couldn't kind of relax. But when you actually tackle the most difficult thing first, so the one that's really like makes you worried, that stresses you out, if you tackle that one first, once that's out of the way, you can really get everything else done quite well, and you're not stressed anymore.
Yeah.
Is that
because
right?
you've got a fear about doing the hardest one. So when we tackle that, we can just sail through the rest. And talking to someone makes a difference as well.
And sometimes even just starting, because I tell you something, I've got this project that I was supposed to be working on, and I've been putting it off, not because I wanted to, just because of the time. And I actually sat down yesterday and I thought, okay, right, I'm going to sit down tomorrow morning. I'm going to sit down. I'm going to start this thing. And I actually found when I got into it, it wasn't that bad, but it was just the thought of it. And I think that's the same with a lot of things. When you actually don't start something that you know you have to do, it just gets bigger and bigger, and you think it's a lot worse than what it is. But when you actually get down to it and decide, okay, now I'm going to actually do this thing, I'm not going to sit there anymore, you actually do find that it's not that bad once you get into it.
No, we make up the rest in our head. The negatives get bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger, and before you know it, you're breaking out into sweat. You're wondering, well, how am I going to tackle it? But just as you said, it's just to do it. Just get on with it. And when you get on it, you're breaking it down.
Now, Chris, tell us, why do women seem to get more stressed than men? And why is it that you guys just seem to be able to handle so much, things so much better than us? We just tend to sometimes fall apart. I'm not speaking for all women, but I have those days when you just think, oh my God, I can't take this anymore. And you just burst into tears, or you just can't take it anymore. But men are just so like, okay, don't worry, it'll be fine. How do you do that? Please tell us.
How do we do that? I think men we get stressed as well, but we deal with it in a different way. And let's think about conditioning from a child. You're allowed to actually express yourself, cry, let out. That's the woman, yes? The gentleman, the man is not. But he tends to internalise it.
Drama queens, right?
Well, I wouldn't actually say a whole nation of it.
It's not our fault, right?
But with a man, what you tend to do is time to internalise it. You might find someone goes silent. You might find that if they're used to being raising their voice, might be raising their voice that way, or one another. But we tend to be quite focused and lateral thinking and go straight through. I've just got to get through this.
If we tried to internalise, we'll probably just explode.
Yeah, that's it.
How do you not explode?
You express yourself and you let out emotions. We're crying, bursting out, raising the voice, putting things around, that sort of thing. I'm not claiming that, but throwing things around. Yeah, but I think it's a matter of. I think I've just got a way of ploughing through, but it doesn't mean you don't get stressed about it. It's just that it's expressed in a different way. Yeah. We're human. We guys are. We're human.
You haven't really answered the question. How do
we cope with it? How do we cope with stress? Think about this. I mean, a lot of, let's say, men overall, we deal with a lot of sports. We do actually talk to other guys about things as well.
Do you?
We do. Oh, well, funny enough you should say that, because in my situation personally, I mean, my wife comes home at the end of the day, stressed out at work and everything. How was your day? How did it go? Oh, what went on? Vice versa, I come in at the end of the day, how was it today? How did it go? And you do let it out, just listening at the same time. Being able to listen to someone is a healing. Having someone there to listen to you is a healing at the same time. If you just internalise it, it's going to turn into combustion. At one point or another, it will come out one way or another.
So not necessarily you're asking your partner or your friend to, like you were saying earlier, Moti, not to solve the problem for you, but just to be there, just to listen.
A very big tip is not to try to solve the problem, because it can be quite irritating to the individual, because you're not really asking, come and solve my problem for me, because if you could, it would be done anyway. So it's a matter of just having a sounding board, somebody who actually just listen at the end of the day. You know, a few nonsense yeses. And
now, Chris, I know a lot of people get very, very stressed just before they're about to go for an interview for a job. Now, I know you deal with this as well. How should a person calm down and relax a bit before an interview so that they don't go in and mess it all up?
Well, it's a bit of a snap. I think, as Rebecca mentioned it earlier on, a lot of deep breathing. When I'm training people, I usually talk about deep breathing, probably in for about 3 seconds, out for about 6, just circular breathing. Opera singers do it, It's do circular breathing. It comes in from there, goes down, it holds, then let out through teeth very slow. And this actually calms you down if you do it repetitiously for a while. But also, it's not only about the deep breathing, it's the way you focus your mind. A lot of people go to interviews believing, well, I'm about to be caught out or trapped, or they're looking at me. They're not. The reason why they chose you in the first place for interview, because they believe you can do the job, and you've got to believe in you enough. If you believe in you enough, you'll feel more confident as you go in. You'll be more relaxed with the deep breathing as well.
But what if you go in and you're like, I don't know if you've ever been in this situation, girls, like you go in and you're like, you're actually shaking and you can't kind of control
yourself, and you're all
like
over
your voices, and then just hearing your own voice shaking, it's like that makes you even more nervous.
It does.
But obviously you're not going to start doing heavy breathing in the interview.
I should hope not. One time.
That has to be before, right?
So the deep breathing goes before, because somebody sat in front of you with deep breathing in interview, so you think, hey, hang on, wrong place, all right? But you need to actually take control. Instead, take control of your mind. That's the main place at the end of the day. Because you're probably thinking, oh, they're looking at me, they're looking at the way I look, oh, the interview, am I right for the job? Oh, my CV. It's nothing like that at all. Take control, be focused. All you're going to do is sell the qualities that you've got. And that's all you're there to do. The best you can, and be yourself.
And find out if that place is right for you as well.
Exactly, exactly.
Because it might not be, because you're going there as well to actually find out, well, actually, do I want you? Or do I want you as my boss as well? So you kind of maybe think about it that way as well, wouldn't you?
And be aware of your the speed of your speech as well. Slow down. Keep slowing down. Listen to your voice and slow down. Slow down.
Yeah, I talk very fast.
Yeah. If you slow down, you will actually speak very fast. No, I'd say it's a case of actually listening to yourself, because you'll actually be able to mirror what that person's hearing. You get nervous, you start speaking about that fast, and you think, oh, yes, when I was at so-and-so place, I used to do this. Right, but if you listen to yourself, you think, hang on, that's not how I normally speak. Let me slow down and say, yes, when I was at so-and-so place, we did. And express yourself.
I shall be doing that. And actually, we have reached the end of our programme today. See, I'm doing it now. It's slower. So, Chris, thank you so much for the tips.
Thank you. It's a pleasure.
And I know you'll be coming again next week to give us some more tips on on different subjects. So, let's just tell you about Friday's show. That will be about the famous and dreaded disease, cancer, and the show promises to be very informative. So thanks very much for being with us as well. Thank you for sharing. So I hope maybe we can get you in the near future to show us how you got along, and if you've taken time now to relax. And as always, we do have our funny video of the day. So we'll see you again on the next show, and enjoy this clip. Bye bye for now.
Crunchy kibbles and moist, meaty chunks, irresistible on their own, or just that water, thick, degraded. The menu just doubled. Bacon's gravy bites, 2 in 1. Don't miss the gravy train.